Chucky T puts on the brakes, hooks him. Oh, he's done the deal! That's it.
Seek the truth and let the rock fire set you free. Don't you remember one Ember sparks a fire, one Ember feeds the flames. Now burn, burn, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Back again in the studio, shaped like Anthony's mother's basin, with the two gentlemen that join me every single week on every single show. Tyson Touloud to my right,
Hey.
Anthony Caruso in front of me.
What's up?
And if you guys would like, go to Facebook. We have a Facebook page now. We also have PodBean, falconarrow.podbean.com. So check us out there.
You can download our stuff now.
You can download our MP3s. I will upload all of the stuff to YouTube and then Podbean. So if you want to go to work or work out or wherever the hell, listen to our shitty voices on the go as much as you want. And all of our Facebook pages are on the YouTube page. So give us a like and follow all of our shit on Facebook.com/. It was blissed off. I definitely changed that.
Yeah, I don't think Lux would appreciate
No,
that.
not at all. It's now Facebook.com/Falcon Arrow Cast because Falcon Arrow was taken.
Wow.
Some asshole took our page,
Garbage.
but nonetheless,
BS.
give us a like on Facebook and follow our shit on YouTube and Podbean. But anyways, we are here to talk about the most obnoxiously disgusting fucking pay-per-view we've just witnessed. And I don't even know how to begin this. I don't even know. There's not enough beer in this fucking room to talk about this fucking pay-per-view.
Not at all.
There's not enough beer in the local beer distributor.
Yeah, right.
Before we get
The
started,
pain of this awfulness.
I want to know what you gentlemen think about this pay-per-view overall, really.
Since it was really hard to keep my attention for 75% of it,
I don't. Oh my god.
I give it an F minus.
I tried. All right. Here's the thing. I usually when we get together to watch pay-per-views, I try very, very, very hard to pay attention because usually I'm the one that has to pay attention most of the time. But it was
and
so
you were giving
difficult.
a shit early,
Yeah. In the beginning, I gave a shit, and then as the pay-per-view went on, I just realized that talking about like Linkin Park and fucking Jay-Z and a bunch of other shit was
yeah, it was way more entertaining.
It felt like half of the show was filler. Like literally half of it.
Half the show.
Just could. I'm being generous.
Yeah.
But half of it we could have cut it out. And
I mean,
it wouldn't have changed a thing.
We got a Rusev fucking who did Rusev wrestle?
Literally
Big Show.
everybody.
Oh, the Big Show, and then we got
Big
Juicer
Show,
Mahal versus
yeah,
Cesaro.
Yeah.
hard body
Mahal.
They kind of fought each other too, to an extent.
Yeah.
Which
So
was random.
that's all you need to know about this pay-per-view is that Jinder Mahal was in it
Yup.
and not on the pre-show.
And that the best match was a 205 live match.
Yes.
I would love to dive right into this pay-per-view, but I'd rather just talk about how fucking awful this weather's been.
What?
The weather's been more entertaining than...
We live here in Mount fucking Pocono, and it has been extremely not fucking cooperative at all. The other day,
Technically, we all live in Tobyhanna, not Mount Pocono. But
whatever. I was rolling with my windows down from the gym the other day, and the last 2 days, I've had to curl up in a fucking ball in my bed
Yeah, it's been fucking awful.
because it's been Lambo weather up here.
It was 8 degrees last night.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
8 degrees. We're freezing, and we just watched Fastlane. We're not a very happy man at the moment. Thanks to some buffalo dip, we'll be doing just fine, I guess,
Hey.
for a short amount of time. But anyways, let's get right into this piece of fucking shit that did not deserve to be fucking watched whatsoever. I do want to mention one thing, is that I really miss the original stage entrances when they used to do the everything was original. Every pay-per-view had their own setup and stage and all that shit, and it was very entertaining to watch, and it was very exciting to see. Now it's literally just the Raw entrance.
Yeah.
with every fucking pay-per-view, and it's fucking
Yeah,
disgusting.
no, they'll never change that. It costs too much.
I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to stop doing this.
It costs too much money is why they stopped doing
It costs. Have you seen how many LEDs are in the fucking Titantron?
But they don't mind changing
But
the
they-
ring around for 205 shit every time.
But that's cheaper than
Oh, yeah,
redesigning a
of course,
stage and
but-
getting new pieces and shit. Just
Anyways.
just retaping the ropes or whatever, leathering or whatever the fuck.
That-
Still, if you're going to allocate resources, I mean, do it in a way that's going to make sense, make us happy. Yeah.
That's even too much work. Just doing that is too much work. Why would you paint the entire? I've always had an issue with this since the beginning of this fucking bullshit. I've always had an issue with them repainting the entire fucking ropes and doing the entire fucking ring a different a gimmick. It's a gimmick. It's a fucking gimmick. They don't give a fuck about these wrestlers. But anyways, to start the show, we get Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe.
Can't believe this match was the first match
To
on the card.
start the show.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I guess they wanted to start it out hot, but
I remember you guys were still... Anthony was still at work, and Nick was fucking taking a goddamn nap. And I remember watching the pre-show, and I said, you know what, I'll watch maybe the first or second match, and then when they get here, I'll catch up with them. And I saw Sammy and Samoa Joe, and I said, yeah, I'm not going to watch this, because I'd rather watch it with the guys. And this was... How long was this fucking match? This match wasn't like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes long.
like that.
Yeah.
So for the most part, let's just point it out, Joe beat Sammy's ass.
Yeah.
That was all
Which,
this
I
was.
mean-
It was
Yeah,
just
which is what we
Sammy.
expected.
Yeah, it was Sami Zayn getting his ass kicked. There was a lot of punching. Joe punched Sammy a bunch of fucking times. He got his ass whipped a whole lot during this match. We did see Sami Zayn fucking deliver a blue thunderbomb on Samoa Joe.
Which was nice. And we've seen him do it to big guys before, you know.
Yeah, but this was pretty awesome because Joe's fucking fat, and it was pretty cool to see a blue thunderbomb on this guy. Now there was something that Tyson pointed out, Pop Dog,
Top dog.
and I did want to address this, that when Sammy had Joe on the top rope and he was going for a sunset flip, he took so fucking long
Yeah, he was up there forever.
to drop this guy. Here's my problem with this. I've always had an issue with wrestlers fucking taunting and doing a bunch of shit right before they deliver a move. And I've never understood it. Just do it. Just do it. Get it over with. Stop fucking playing it up.
yeah.
And then Sammy hit Joe with a fucking sunset flip. Then eventually Sammy tapped out. And it was pointed out that Samoa Joe looked like he fucking jizzed all over Sami Zayn's back.
It was ridiculous, dude.
He thoroughly enjoyed this
He-
this submission hold.
He took erotic asphyxiation to like a whole new level, man. And it totally ejacked all over Sammy's back, dude. It was
God.
weird. It was a really weird face he made.
This his eyes were so gone. He was very much enjoying
He
this.
was in a moment, you know.
Sami Zayn's back is covered in fucking Samoan fucking sperm at the moment. Oh fucking Christ. Then we see Bayley cut a promo in the back, saying that Charlotte should come out to the ring without Dana Brooke if she's woman enough to do this.
If she's a woman.
If she's a woman. we don't know yet. Then fucking Nia Jax shows up and says she's gonna take the belt from her. You know what? I don't even doubt that's gonna happen at some point.
Probably.
I don't doubt that Nia Jax is gonna possibly win the belt at WrestleMania. I mean, where are they gonna go now? What could they do now with Charlotte and Bayley? There's nothing to do anymore.
There's
no storyline left.
There's no stones left unturned. Like, she's got the streak, she got the win, and retained. So I mean, like, what else is there? There's what's left for Mania? Like, what mountains are there left to climb for Bayley?
There is nothing left for WrestleMania whatsoever.
I'd say look for the Sasha heel turn tomorrow on Raw, because that's probably
And here's the thing, like, so once again, despite Dana Brooke being asked to not come out and being not banned from ringside, but being told to get off her stage, Charlotte has to suffer more of Sasha Banks and her whole deal, you know, her coming out, interrupting once again. Once again, we have our babyface champion getting another ill-gotten win, and that's I don't know. It says a lot.
We will get into that fucking match. I I am seething
Yeah.
with this fucking result of
Yeah.
Bailey and fucking Charlotte. I don't even... This pay-per-view, I don't even want to go further with this fucking shit, really. Because there were so many things that went wrong in this. And it really, did you expect anything else from fucking Monday Night Raw?
I was honestly not even excited to watch this.
Well-
I was talking to a friend about it at work. I was asking if he was going to watch, and he's like, "Oh, Fastlane was today."
Yeah.
Didn't even realize.
No.
Anthony, I recall Anthony spoiling the main event for himself because he's an asshole and he looks on Facebook. During
Well,
pay-per-views.
I kind of forgot to be on Facebook, but I'm kind of glad I spoiled it for myself because if I was like actually like expecting like something out of it, I would have been so fucking.
Well,
mad. I mean, I was already mad.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Enzo and Cass take on the BLT Club, and oh my god, am I sick and fucking tired of Enzo Amore and Cass?
I think I remember earlier in the podcast history, like questioning why you hated Enzo so much. I get it.
Yeah,
I hate them both so much. They're
fucking,
the worst.
This fucking promo was so awful. It was riddled with fucking Milwaukee jokes and Green Bay jokes and a bunch of stupid fucking shit that no one cares about.
I don't know. I thought Enzo's jokes like used to be kind of, like funny and like kind of like almost pushing the bounds of PG. Now
Yeah,
they're-
for like the first 2 Raws that he was on, and then
Yeah.
afterwards it just got so redundant.
yeah.
All I know is that the lot of us here rolled our eyes an exceptional amount of fucking times during this goddamn promo.
And Big Cass might be the most cringiest guy on the show.
Seriously.
Why? I asked a question during this fucking shit. Why do these guys get Letterman mics? Who gave them these fucking mics? Why do they get to fucking
I don't
use these
know.
goddamn mics?
They're supposed to be like Enzo's supposed to be the king of promos, so he gets a Kennedy mic because.
Because he's a fucking cuck and he's an asshole. God, this was so bad. This whole match really was just spent whipping Enzo Amore's ass. You know the deal.
Yeah.
Enzo gets his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Cass gets
the hot tag.
Gets the hot tag. It's nothing new you've never not seen before. And the only thing that I can point out about this fucking match is that Luke Gallows is he looked like a fucking nerd half the time. He got bested by Enzo Amore about fucking 3 times during this goddamn match, and I could not take Luke Gallows seriously whatsoever during this fucking match. I just remember counting the amount of times he was bested by Enzo Amore, and if you get bested by Enzo Amore, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, if you get bested by a guy with a poop emoji,
Yeah.
on his ring gear.
All right.
Holy shit. So the finish of this match was another controversial finish. We saw Carl Anderson give Enzo a fucking knee on the apron. He falls into the ring, goes for the pin. Enzo puts his fucking leg on the rope, and Luke,
The big LG,
the big old G,
smacks his leg off the rope.
throws the leg off the rope, so the ref doesn't see it. Match gets called. 1, 2, 3. The fucking club win the match, and I'm so glad the club won this.
I'm actually really happy too.
I don't ever want to see Enzo and Cass ever
You
fucking
know
win
they're
belts.
winning the belts at WrestleMania, right?
I don't want to believe that.
I don't want to believe it either, but
This
it's
team is
happening.
fucking bad. It's over. The gimmick's over. It was cool last WrestleMania or after last WrestleMania.
Dude, all of Raw is over. Everything is bad. Nothing is good.
I
They
do
really have nothing left.
No.
I do recall Anthony telling me that this was going to be another long Raw. It really was. This is literally Raw on a Sunday.
It's a 6-hour Raw split into 2 days.
And the problem with Raw
3 hours was
pay-per-views,
long enough.
the only thing about this fucking pay-per-view was the main event. And then the only reason I say this is because Goldberg wrestled, and Goldberg would never wrestle on Raw. But the fact that all this could be put on Raw is just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't doubt it, half this shit could have been on Raw. Half of these fucking matches, half of these promos could have been fucking booked on Raw. And no one would have gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that was the end of that piece of shit. Then we got to see a fucking Mick Foley segment. I could not believe what I was watching during this. Mick Foley speaking to a speakerphone in the year 2017.
2017.
We get to see Mick Foley talk to a speakerphone
On a landline.
on a landline.
Not a cell phone.
No.
Because you know why, right?
Why?
Because every time they talk on on their iPhones, you can tell that they're not actually using it, so they had to make it believable.
So the writers had to make us believe that they would live in 2006.
Hey man, I have a landline, so
You never use it. You have a cell phone.
I used
right?
when I talk on the phone here, we use the landline. That's why we have it, because there's no service here.
Yeah, because it's a fucking... It's basically an intercom for your house.
Yeah, but I mean, I use it to actually talk to people. But yeah. So
no.
maybe the arena had shitty service.
Stephanie was in a fucking other location, and instead of just calling
Yeah.
Mick Foley on her cell phone...
She was probably like 5 feet off camera.
I'm pretty sure her and Paul Levesque have a lot of money. They could get cell phones, and instead they invest in landline phones just to make sure that it's spot on. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is so stupid.
I wonder if they had to run to like Walmart like before the show to buy that landline.
Here's the problem.
Buy that
I
phone.
feel like WWE put so much effort into actually making people believe they were on the phone because the cord was plugged in, the phone was on, the call was made. So I think they did this just so that way us fucking shit smarks can't go, well, you know what, they're not on the phone. No, they really were on the phone. They had to make it painfully obvious that they were on the phone. For one fucking segment, they made it painfully obvious. Give me a fucking break. This shit is so fucking stupid. And Mick Foley talking on the landline phone is the last thing I'd want to see in the year 2017. Well, as if this show hasn't been shitty enough, now we get Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. And I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you. Usually for pay-per-views, I do blow for blow, and I go about how the wrestling was and how the moves were. I don't give a fuck. I could not give a shit about this match.
None of it was good.
No.
Could not give a shit about this match. I can recall talking to the guys about something else. I don't even remember what it was, but it was probably more important than this shit.
Yeah.
And this entire fucking match was just Sasha Banks getting her ass whipped. That's really it. Now, here's the problem. So Sasha, for the most part, gets her ass whipped. Nia Jax does a lot of ass kicking. Okay, that's fine. Sasha Banks, the only offense she managed to get was a crossface. Okay, which is her move. The match ends with Sasha bridging a fucking roll-up pin and pinning Nia Jax clean. No assistance from the ropes, no grabbing any tights, no sort of cheating. So the woman who's been beating her ass for the last however many months it's fucking been,
Who's supposed to be the monster.
who's supposed to be, she's not like most girls.
Yeah. She doesn't just take what she's given.
No, not at all. As
Like
a matter
a
of
classic
fact,
little
she
princess.
she loses on pay-per-view like a fucking, like the biggest fucking dork you've ever seen in your life. So this intimidating Nia Jax, who's just been throwing fucking Sasha around for fucking months, all of a sudden gets bested by a roll-up pin.
It wasn't even a full bridge either. Like, she kind of one-handed it and, like, half-assed the whole thing.
It looked awkward.
It was.
So you're telling me how all right, we don't want to get into weights or anything, but I'm almost positive Sasha's like 90 pounds wet. Okay? And
Yeah.
Nia
Between
Jax,
90 and 105.
she's a very small girl. Nia Jax is a lot
Yeah.
bigger than her, right?
Nia Jax is bigger than me.
Yeah. Nia Jax is
And I
easily
weigh like 260,
Is easily
250,
over
260.
2 times Sasha's weight.
So Sasha Banks, who weighs about 90 pounds wet, pinned a woman who was easily about 200 and a little over 250 maybe?
She's 272.
272,
Michael
okay.
Cole set her weight a few weeks ago on Raw.
What an asshole. So a woman who is 272 pounds, okay, gets pinned by a woman who's got to be 90 pounds soaking wet.
That's 10 pounds less than Samoa Joe for all you playing along at home.
Nick's
So-
like the fucking Encyclopedia Britannica of fucking...
Of weights.
Of wrestler weights.
Of women weights. Think about that for a second, everybody. I want you to think about this shit, okay? A woman who literally gets blown away by the wind pinned a woman with so much more mass than her cleanly in the middle of the ring, and Nia just sat there and took it. What? You want to know what happened before this pin went down? Nothing. Nia got bounced back from the ropes and got rolled up. That was it. There was no lead up to this shit whatsoever.
Yep, no damage, no nothing.
Nope. And I don't understand what the fuck this was all about. This made... I feel like I say this so much when it comes to Raw. I just shouldn't even say it anymore. There's not even a point anymore in talking about this anymore.
Everything on the show made no sense.
Nothing made any sense on this. This was literally the culmination of every shitty fucking Raw you've ever seen in your life. It came to fruition. Here it is. It's the steaming pile of shit you've waited for all fucking month long.
I really do legitimately wonder sometimes, like, if they're actively trying to make the worst program.
I think they are, man. I don't understand half of
It's
this
got to
shit.
be like at least partially self-sabotage, or maybe they're just they think we're really that stupid. You know?
Maybe. I mean, they're still getting viewers. Even if the ratings are declining, they're still, like, a top cable
Yeah,
television
they're
rating.
still setting records. This is very true.
And it is it's pretty hilarious how the documentary about the XFL just released about a month ago, and it talked about how Vince McMahon could not run the XFL very well. Well, looks like life is imitating art, or 2001, because this show is going straight to fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck actively wants to watch Raw anymore.
I don't.
If we were not doing this, would we be watching Raw right now?
No, not
absolutely
at all.
not.
For half the show, I wasn't even watching Raw.
Absolutely.
I was doing this podcast.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Absolutely not. I would, if you told me right now to stop watching Raw to cover fucking New Japan full time, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'd do it. There's so much
Yeah.
more going on in fucking New Japan. It's way more interesting. And I don't know why we haven't talked about New Japan a lot more. But maybe in the future.
Yeah, we'll talk about better wrestling promotions.
Yeah. So, as if this wasn't crucial to get out of the way or to get on the card, now we have the most crucial match I've seen the whole show: Cesaro versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know how this came about. I don't even know why this was on the card.
There was like a pre-show like bickering between Rusev
Apparently.
and Hard Body Mahal.
I know they had their troubles on Raw last week, but I wasn't even aware this was going to be on the card,
No.
to be honest.
No, there was a fight between Rusev and Jinder Mahal over who was going to go on first, because both of them really want to get on this card really badly, because it's very crucial to both men to get on fucking Fastlane. And I guess Jinder won. But here's how this went down. Jinder came out, Jinder came to the ring, and then Rusev came out and yelled at him, and then they got into a skirmish, and then Cesaro came out. Needless to say, I was the most confused man on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I had no idea who was in this match. I had no idea why this was happening. And when I saw Cesaro come out, with Sheamus, by the way.
Yeah.
Came out with Sheamus. Sheamus dressed in like a fucking cut-off vest. Okay? They did the whole shtick, the whole fucking entrance, and then Sheamus just looks at him and goes, "You get him, fella." And that was it. We didn't see Sheamus the rest of the night.
And then just when you think that this thing couldn't get more confusing, when you finally think you've got it figured out, here comes the fucking Big Show out of nowhere. Why?
Hold on a second. Cesaro and Jinder Mahal. Now, I wish I could tell you how this match was. I could not give a shit. I don't know why this match happened. Literally, I did not know why this match happened. But Cesaro won. That's all that really mattered. Cesaro won this match. Then Rusev comes out to beat the shit out of Jinder Mahal. So I guess one of the greatest tag teams of all time has been broken up, guys.
Rip Hard Body Mahal and Handsome
Oh,
Rusev.
man.
The most attractive tag team on the face of the earth, the world's cutest tag team, has just been split up.
Move over, Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae.
Wow.
They've got competition. I don't know why I'm talking about this.
I don't know why we're talking about any of this.
This
Because-
literally did not make sense.
Because it happened, and we have a responsibility.
This is the
to
most
our listenership.
This is the most confusing segment I've ever witnessed in my life, okay? So Rusev comes out, beats... By the way, they had a fight, and then Cesaro came out, and then I guess Rusev stepped down and just said, "Okay, I'll watch this match." And right after the match was over, Rusev ran into the fucking ring, started beating him up, and then Big Show came out. So then Big Show's on this pay-per-view, all of a sudden.
Apparently.
Yeah, because why has Big Show been on my TV? Like,
I don't even know. I don't even remember this shit being booked. I don't remember it being promoted. I don't even know why this was happening.
I really don't recall this
Yeah.
being a thing either.
I don't even want to talk about the match. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
nothing important.
At the end of the day, Big Show won with the weakest fucking punch you've ever seen in your life on the very bottom turnbuckle on fucking Rusev's head. And that was it. Rusev lost the fucking match. After 3 Machka kicks
Yeah.
to Big Show's fucking face.
So Rusev's a loser. Like,
Rusev lost on pay-per-view to the Big Show.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
That silence says it all.
that's it.
Yep.
That's it. I wish I had more to go on with, but I just can't.
Just, yeah. So
By
Rip
the
Rusev.
way, you guys remember when they used to call the knockout punch the WMD?
Yeah.
Why did they stop that? Do you think it was
It's called the KO punch now
yeah, it's knockout punch. Do you think they stopped that for
'Cause-
political reasons?
because it's
or-
because of North Korea.
Maybe.
maybe, who knows?
Pop dog.
And then bump the mic in the middle of it too.
Well done.
God, I don't even care anymore. I
Amateur
don't
hour over here.
don't give a shit anymore. Then we get to see Austin Aries promote his own package, and then
His large package.
Yeah,
he referred to his
whatever.
package was so big they had to cut it and trim it down.
It was 4 hours long.
It was 4 hours too long.
They had to trim down his large package.
So Austin Aries is coming back apparently very soon, which I'm kind of excited
Yes.
for.
I guess that eye socket's healed up.
Yeah, I guess so. It's been a while. So
It has been a little bit.
It's really strange how an orbital bone kept him out for so fucking long.
did you see his eye, dude?
No, I did not. I don't remember that
was
match.
really bad.
Was it against Nakamura?
Yeah, I think
Holy
it was,
shit.
it was on a house show. It wasn't on a televised match.
Oh, I thought it was the
I'd
match that
imagine-
they had at TakeOver.
I'd imagine
No.
something like that
Oh.
would take a while to heal.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. Nakamura hits hard. Strong style guys hit hard.
Yeah.
They do. Samoa Joe's another guy. All these guys are very aggressive, and you know what? WWE's safe. If I saw Nakamura and the Miz go at it, I'd be praying for the Miz.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his fucking ass kicked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not kayfabe. He's really going to get his ass worked most of the time. So we saw Austin Aries promote his own fucking package, talk about how big his dick is. You know how it goes. Then we get to see Gentleman Jack versus the King of the Cruiserweights, Adrian Neville. Yeah, that's right. I said Adrian.
The man creative forgot. Well, until now.
This was hands down the best match on this entire fucking show.
Which is hilarious considering it's a 205 match, and we shit on those on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah. This match was hands
But
down.
to be fair, they've been the best two guys on the show, like for
Yeah.
like, that we've ever we've kind of cared about them.
Yeah, they have been.
This was such a good match. I mean, there was a lot of good things. There was a snap German that caught us all.
Dropped Gallagher right in his head.
Right on his fucking head. We got to see the second rope fucking Phoenix, the Phoenix
little
splash.
Avalanche Phoenix, that was sweet.
Yeah.
This was the most consistent match. These guys worked their asses off. We got to see Gentleman Jack do a dive to the outside, which he never ever does.
He never does.
He did most of his shenanigans as Gentleman. I'm sorry. Why is he Gentleman Jack?
Yeah, I hate how they like try to.
Isn't that a kind of whiskey, Gentleman Jack? Isn't
I
that?
think so.
I'm pretty sure it's a derivative of like
Every-
Jack Daniels or something.
But I hate that every like guy has to have a nickname and it has to be like part of their name. Like, let these nicknames like kind of be used naturally. Like when JR would call Stone Cold the Rattlesnake. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like it didn't feel like it was being forced down your throat.
It was
Like,
organic, you know,
Yeah.
like it was its own
Everything
thing.
that Vince McMahon, because Jack Gallagher had his name before he got in. Obviously,
Yeah.
it was that very short amount of that time where
Yeah.
everyone that was getting in got to keep their name.
Yeah.
And I guess they said, you know what, we can't market that. We'll market Gentleman Jack.
That's so dumb. It seems
That's the only reason why you do it, is to get
That's-
fucking shirts out there and to
Yeah.
put his fucking name on it.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna be buying umbrellas now. And if you know who Marty Scurll is, Marty Scurll fucking sucks. So you know what, Gentleman Jack could have it. I don't give a fuck about.
Marty Scurll doesn't suck. He's just kind of overrated.
He's fucking very boring, and I mean,
He's not. He
is kind of boring.
he's
I gotta
very
give him that.
boring. I'm sorry.
I don't see why. I don't see what the
For anyone that doesn't know, okay, Marty Scurll does the umbrella gimmick, okay, and he did it before Jack Gallagher
Yeah.
did, and
But he's like more evil. Like
he's more evil. But here's the thing,
He's the villain.
yeah.
yeah, he's the worst wrestler. Also,
And it's funny we're talking shit about Marty Scurll. We're
He's
currently a member right
on-
now where he's on my wall.
he's
I have an
on
autographed Marty
Anthony's.
Scurll.
he got it in a fucking WrestleCade. Don't say that. You
Yeah.
got it for free.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did not pay for it.
Well,
You
I did.
not
I paid for the crate. So.
You did not seek this man down
That's
for a
true,
fucking
very
signature.
true.
I don't want to hear you say anything.
Yeah. And I got it like when I saw like maybe one or two Marty
Jesus
Scurll
Christ.
matches before
Give me a
that.
fucking break. So then after this match was done, I mean, it was a phenomenal match. This was a great match. There was a lot of good shit going on. Very good tempo. Both these guys worked their
Yeah.
asses off. Neville wins the match, obviously. But as far as the Cruiserweight division goes, these are the only two guys that really matter. I
Yeah.
mean, there's Tozawa. I've yet to see... listen, I'm going to say I've yet to see Tozawa, but really, I just don't watch Raw.
Yeah.
Like the full Raw. So I'd never see Tozawa.
He's
They
not-
never put Tozawa in the Hulu cut.
I see him. He's on there. He's doing the same shit he's been doing, you know?
Apparently, I saw the pre-show, right? Like I said, I saw the pre-show before you guys got here, and apparently Tozawa does this thing where he goes
Dude, that's literally his whole gimmick.
That's his thing now.
Is him just screaming a bunch of times and then, hitting you with a snap German, and that's it. Yeah.
Tozawa, man. All these guys we've seen in PWG,
Yeah.
and they were so awesome, and now they have just
Rich Swann.
go back, guys. Go back to Reseda.
Perkins.
Go
yeah.
back to Reseda. This was a
Rich
failed.
Swann was such a flash in the pan. Like,
Yeah.
he kicked things off and it was all good. You know, little standing 450 and all that. And look at him now.
Not all the dabs in the world couldn't
Yeah.
save him.
They're a victim of the shitty WWE system and the stupid fucking cruiserweight gimmick.
Yep. It
We
was
get to see
great when it was a tournament, but
we get to see an ad for the Jetsons movie featuring WWE superstars.
Why is WWE trying to ruin like the IPs of our childhood?
yeah, like this is literally like maybe a 70-year-old franchise.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to revitalize it with Big Show as the villain?
Yeah.
Trying to take over the future? Like get the fuck out of here, man.
Scooby-Doo, and you said the Flintstones.
Yeah, the Flintstones. Like, what are you doing? Like, leave Hanna-Barbera alone,
Yeah.
man.
As long as they don't ruin the Looney Tunes,
They will. Oh,
God, I hope
trust me.
literally
this
grave
is-
robbing my childhood.
not. Yeah.
This is a virus that will spread to everything we know. I can't wait for Seth Rollins' toilet paper. It's going to be great.
You think that's going to be the next Space Jam with
Oh my god, yes.
WWE guys?
Yes. I cannot.
I don't have an attachment to Space Jam, so I don't care.
Space-
I'm just saying, it's for
Space
the Looney
Jam's
Tunes.
Yeah.
one of the greatest movies of all time. You should watch it.
I saw it once when I was like.
I've seen it 8,000 times. It's the most watched movie in my repertoire of movies.
I hear LeBron's going to be in the sequel.
Oh really?
Oh, fuck him. Fuck that guy.
Oh,
But I can't wait for Roman Reigns toilet paper. That will be the day. They need to do that. WWE, if you are listening to this right now, if by some chance you are listening to this, get on the toilet paper. Your show's shit. So why not support it?
Everybody hates Roman. You might as well monetize that hatred.
Yes.
You're welcome. Roman Reigns toilet paper. Wipe your ass with Roman Reigns' fucking face.
It would sell even better than the Trump toilet paper does.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit is selling off the shelf. So get on it. You guys are welcome.
Roman's the most hated man on the earth. Would make everybody very, very proud. Then we are also treated to the New Day coming out and promoting their fucking ice cream. They were not in a match. They were not in any sort of competition. There was not even an arm wrestling match.
Should have came out to the American Badass theme riding the bike around the ring.
They came out to remind us that not only do they have ice cream, but they are also our hosts for WrestleMania,
And that they also exist.
which means they won't be having a match.
400 plus days as the tag team champions. And they are hosting WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Does anyone see any issue with this?
They
Is
don't they don't even get a spot on the card.
No.
What does that mean? You're hosting Wrestle? Like it's not the Oscars. Like what do
Yeah.
you like, what do you do? You're gonna be telling jokes like you're gonna have a set in between the matches. Like
Yeah.
how does that work?
I am assuming there's going to be a Boudio's bath at some point.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming there's going to be a unicorn strippers. I'm assuming there's going to be...
Corn strippers.
I don't even fucking know what that means. Because when The Rock hosted WrestleMania 27, all he really did was come out first, talk about wrestling and stuff, and WWE and WrestleMania, and that was it. That's it. I technically, I guess, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold fucking they hosted WrestleMania 30,
Yeah.
where they were in the Silver Dome.
The Silver Dome.
So I mean, when you say you hosting WrestleMania, what does that mean? Are you going to announce every wrestler?
Who cares what it means?
Does this mean they're gonna come out like last year in a giant box of Bootios and like Saiyan armor and all
Super
that?
Saiyan armor? Yeah.
Because that was kind of fun.
You mean when they were competing?
Oh, when they were still relevant and they were
Yeah.
still champions? Oh, yeah.
They
I
are
remember those
nothing
days.
more than just cash grabs for Vince now, and
Yeah.
it is so fucking sad.
He's gonna ride the Bootio train. Until
It is so sad that we cannot take them any
Right
serious
until the
anymore.
wheels fall off.
The only thing
Until
about
the horns fall off.
the only thing about the New Day I care about anymore is up, up, down, down. That's it. That's really it. Is only fucking Austin Creed's.
I
don't know.
don't even watch the channel.
Neither do I.
I
I saw that really
I've
bad.
heard good things, but
I saw that really bad Crunchyroll unbagging. That's super like try hard.
Let me
Trying to seem cool.
Let me
'cause they watch like 2 anime. No.
let me correct myself. I do not watch it religiously, but I did watch him and Kenny Omega play Street Fighter, which was pretty fucking sweet.
that actually sounds pretty legit.
It was amazing, and Kenny whipped his fucking ass.
Yeah,
because
that
Kenny
he did.
Omega is
as
awesome.
he should.
Kenny
As he
Omega's
should.
very fucking good at
Ken-
Street Fighter.
well, Kenny's a real weeb, dude. Like
Yeah.
he's not like one of those casual fucking normie
When
posers.
Kenny fucking Omega is not wrestling or being in the gym. He really just practices on Street Fighter. It's what he does in his spare time, dude.
Good for him, man. Is he a Ken player? Is he?
Oh, I don't remember what player he was, but he is not. No, he does not play Ken. And if you play Ken, you're a fucking asshole.
Dude,
seriously.
Ken's the fucking
Ken's
man.
the worst
You
player
can't-
on the fucking planet.
Okay, that's the opposite of the truth. For all of you who actually play Street Fighter who are listening to this, you know for a fact that Ken is the balls.
And you can listen to me and him talk about how shit Ken is on our Street Fighter podcast. Releasing very, very soon.
For more on that, you can follow us at SureYouCan.com. That's SureYouCan.com. Hashtag Ken Rules.
Judy all the way. But anyways, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. As Nick takes a swig of his beer, let us discuss this fucking match that ultimately buried Braun Strowman in the middle of the ring.
God.
This pay-per-view was just a big omen for people's momentum being stopped, really. Braun Strowman got taken out, Charlotte lost, and fucking Kevin Owens' fucking title reign is summed up in
Well, we're getting there.
we're getting there,
getting there.
but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This pay-per-view is just... No one got out alive.
No.
Nobody got out alive in this
Nobody.
shit. Not a single fucking person who went in with steam left with that steam still going. Everyone's shit got put out. Anyways, the match itself, we saw a lot of fighting on the outside. We saw fucking Roman go through a table. Braun Strowman got felt up by Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that was questionable.
Do you want to discuss this crotch grabbing that Nick witnessed?
It's
So
more of
what
like
was
a
it?
crotch rub than a grab.
It was a caress. Let's call it what it was. It was a caress. It was gentle. It was delicate, but it was forceful enough that it was literally the length of his bird, dude. Like fucking literally, fucking stem to stern, port to starboard. He touched the whole boat. All right. I don't know what was going through Braun's head when that happened. I mean, he kept a straight face, but goddamn, there's no way he didn't come out of that with a slow dance chubby. There's no way. I think he was picked up for like a scoop slam or some shit like that.
It was incidental contact.
It was incidental
in
contact.
the slow-mo
but-
replay, it looked super...
Yeah, dude, all you need to do is like set some fucking some real cheesy like porno music to that, and that slow-mo replay would have got real risque real quick.
I forgot to mention that Roman also premiered his brand new sneakers. These really white fucking kicks that he showed up to the ring with, because as if we don't hate him enough, now people really fucking despise him.
Well, they weren't white. The bottoms were white. The rest
They're
were black.
fucking sneakers, man. Come on, they're
Most wrestlers wear sneakers nowadays.
Yeah, boots are becoming less and less common in the ring, unfortunately.
This guy wears combat outfit, right? He wears combat gear, wears combat vest.
Yeah, it could be construed as that. Yes.
He wears sneakers with the combat vest
Hey, maybe
and the combat pants.
Maybe he's going combat casual.
Combat Casual Friday.
Combat Casual Friday. Holy shit. Anyways, Roman wins this fucking match with a spear after Braun Strowman teased a high spot. So the large man himself teased a high spot, fell flat on his fucking face, and then Roman speared him into oblivion, and that is it. That is the end of Braun Strowman's reign.
Now, mind you, we spent the last about 3 weeks to a month watching Braun reverse that spear like 3 different ways. Like, every time he gets hit with the spear, it gets caught, he turns into something else. And, I guess he forgot about all of that tonight. I don't know how he managed to let that actually put him down. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him turn that into 3 different things. And, tonight, that just wasn't in the cards.
Well, my question is, what does Braun Strowman have now?
Nothing.
Not a winning streak anymore.
So, I mean, coming into this, I really thought to myself, okay, so if there's anybody who's going to put down Super Roman, it's going to be Braun, because he's the only person who's been built bigger than Roman in recently, very, very recently. But then again, this is the guy who kicked out of 2 Styles Clashes. This is the guy who's put down pretty much everybody in his path.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the same could be said about Braun. He came in here undefeated. He was only covered by 2 guys. It was Jericho and the Big Show. And I honestly didn't think that Roman was going to go over. I mean, I guess I was foolish for that, because Roman, rule number 1, Roman always goes over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
something had to give between the two of them, and of course it was going to be Roman, or of course it was going to be Braun's streak. Because I mean, like Braun, like when he went through everybody, it was believable because he was a big guy. Like with Roman, like they went out of their way to make him come back from the impossible every single match. So of course he was going to come back from Braun Strowman.
They're really doing everything that they can to put Roman over. It's a real thing.
This is just going to make the backlash against Roman even worse. I don't see why they don't understand that.
The biggest issue I had with this was what did this prove for Roman Reigns? There's no title. Clearly, he's not going to be in the title match at WrestleMania.
No. Yeah.
He doesn't have a Universal title shot. Obviously, we know who's going to be in the match now. So, what did this solve?
Nothing. Did nothing for no.
Nope.
It just makes the hatred for Roman more, and it hurts Braun. Now he's got a loss. Now he's not like in like the eyes of everyone the big bad monster that he was before.
Now Braun can be beaten.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman was the only good thing about Monday Night fucking Raw.
Seriously.
That was it. He was the only good thing going. He was the most dominant heel. I mean, you could make the argument and say that Baron Corbin's lost. So Baron's lost, but he's still a pretty viable guy. He's still a pretty deadly guy.
Yeah.
And people still fear him, and he's still, a good what's the word I'm fucking looking for here? He's like he's a figure that cannot be messed with. Braun Strowman was literally untouchable. Literally untouchable. And he rolls into fucking Fastlane right before WrestleMania. You could have saved this for WrestleMania, or you could have kept it going, or you could have had this guy win the fucking Memorial. You know they're going to make him win the Memorial Battle Royal. They're going to make him win it. Braun Strowman. I don't see why not. What's left for him? Nothing. There's...
At this point, he pretty much has to, just to save face. Like, there's... They had such a good thing going with him. They really did. They were building him well. It was working out.
He was over. People liked him.
Yeah, he was way over, especially after that match with the Big Show. Like, he showed he can actually wrestle. He's not just like another generic big guy. He was doing what Baron Corbin's doing, but he was doing it way better. And then, boom. Here.
It's over.
Just like that.
It's over. One of many stories on this fucking show that ended. We get treated to a nice little segment in the back with Mick Foley looking for Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe's casually just fucking standing around in a suit.
Yeah.
His match has been over. This guy could have been in the hotel, fucking fast asleep. He could have been snoring by now. But
He's
instead,
not like by a TV or like with people. He's just standing in like a random spot.
He's just casually standing around, just menacing, just right in the middle of nowhere, in the backstage, doing absolutely nothing. I thought this was very fucking weird. But Foley told Joe not to get involved in the main event, I guess. As if he gave a fuck. I don't think Samoa Joe gives a shit.
I mean, he wouldn't have much time to get involved in the main event. I don't know if you can make the run from from Gorilla to the ring in 21 seconds or not.
Right?
No, Joe will never get there. Not even the fastest guy in this fucking company could get there. Now here comes one of the two biggest matches on the show, Charlotte versus Bayley. Now, this match was brought upon earlier in the night. Bayley said, "How about Charlotte does not come to the ring with Dana if she's a real woman, if she's tough enough to face me?" So Charlotte walks out with Dana, and I go, "Well, there goes that rule." But then Charlotte goes, "No, get off my stage, go the fuck back to Old Country Buffet."
Wow.
And so then Dana is dispatched to the back to the buffet, back to catering, and then Charlotte walks to the ring by herself. So she did comply with Bayley's wishes. Most of this match consisted of Charlotte just playing up to the crowd, beating up on Bayley. Bayley then fired back with a couple of chops, a sequence of chops and clotheslines, so she got her momentum back. Then we see the most awkward shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. So Charlotte's in a fucking tree of woe. Okay, so Bayley does this shit where she jumps off the middle rope, goes for the elbow with the tree of woe on her opponent. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but Bayley, I guess, timed it wrong the first time. Then when she went back, it was at least an inch apart from her fucking face.
Her toe grazed like Charlotte's hand or something. It looked like.
Like, I feel like Charlotte didn't set up properly the first time, so that's why she like kind of pump faked it. You know. But then the second time, she is totally whiffed. Like,
she literally caught nothing.
Yeah, like
she caught nothing.
There was a
of
visible
Charlotte.
gap. There was it wasn't even like it was close. Like, there was a visible gap. I don't even think that the impacts like landed at the same time. Like I'm pretty sure Charlotte hit like a second after she hit like her ass hit the ground.
It is phenomenal how these matches go on Monday Night Raw. They go without any issue on Raw.
Unless you're Sasha Banks.
But on the pay-per-views, the big blow-off matches for your Raw lead-ups or your Raw storylines were awful. They're awful. There's mistakes left and right. They don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time. And this shit is just absurd. It's absurd to watch, and it's absurd to fucking witness because you can't take this serious anymore. But anyways, Bayley eventually recovered. At one point, she had an elbow, and I'm so glad they didn't mention Macho Man. I'm fucking so sick and tired of that shit. Anybody that hits an elbow has to pay an homage to Macho
top
Man.
rope elbow.
It's a fucking elbow. It's been done before, and it's been done since. I don't want to hear that shit. But anyways, the setup. So the end of this match. Now here's where shit gets very confusing. Sasha comes out to interfere in the match.
For like, why? Why would she come out in that situation? It's not like any shenanigans.
We will find out on Monday Night Raw, I suppose. Anyways, Sasha came out to interfere in the match. Now, we were questioning whether she fucking hit Charlotte, because if you touch a person who's in the match, it's over.
Yeah, and the referee was looking. It's not like he was distracted.
So I guess they tussled enough that Charlotte got Sasha in the ring. Sasha got
Charlotte initiated contact.
I guess that's. I'm pretty sure Sasha did something, but they had to excuse it because the match would fucking end right then and there. So Sasha gets thrown into the ring, which since she backed out of the fucking ring, then leads to Bayley delivering the belly to belly. I'm not gonna call it Bayley to belly. That's fucking stupid. The belly to belly on the outside gets her back in the ring. Then Charlotte goes for the roll up pin and then grabs the tights. But Sasha's right there to point out to the ref, hey, this fucking bitch. Grabbing tights, dude. Gotta call it. The ref calls it, says, hey, you're right. You know, that lady outside's totally right. Charlotte's clearly angry about the situation. Gets up. Then gets hit with another belly to belly. Loses the match. This was the most anticlimactic fucking finish you've ever seen in your life.
Yes.
There was absolutely no hype. There was absolutely no one excited about this. And when it was all over, Bayley was standing in the middle of the fucking ring, and no one cared. No one cared.
And just when you thought they couldn't screw the pooch on this any more than they did on Raw.
Well, I mean, it was already fucked before this, so I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they still had the streak left. Like, at least they could have built to something. At least there was still one last stone left, unturned.
So a big streak you make a big deal out of. You blow it
on
a C-level pay-per-view.
Not only a C-level pay-per-view.
The one before the biggest
before the
fucking
big
show.
Dance, yeah. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's awful.
I certainly hope WWE has a plan for WrestleMania.
They don't. They have no plan. Or no, good plan.
Oh my god. WrestleMania is supposed to be a fun time and to get excited.
At least the
matches.
Raw half is going to blow.
It's a lot of hype. There's literally nothing left to cheer for. There's nothing to be excited about for WrestleMania whatsoever.
This is draining all of my want to watch this product anymore.
Seriously. Like Mania is looking worse and worse every day.
Remember why we got into this? Because we saw all these guys from New Japan and PWG get signed, and it was going to be a good time in the old WWE, and they were finally going to get back on their feet.
And it looked like they were
Jesus. This hole has gotten even bigger.
Yeah.
It is all this talent, no fucking direction. 30 writers, not a single fucking clue what's going on. No one has any fucking clue what's going on anymore.
Remember before the brand split when we were saying stuff like, oh, there's too many guys and there's not enough guys at the top and there's not enough to go around, and there's not enough title opportunities, not enough ring time for everyone. There's just too many cooks,
Yeah.
And now the brand split, and there's plenty of time, more than enough time on Raw, honestly. And
3 hours worth, and it's still not even.
And
it still feels too long.
Such shit. God.
I commend you guys for watching the full the full show.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, I DVR it, so I fast forward through the commercials, so that also cuts the time out. I mean,
I'm
still watching the whole.
I'm sure.
I'm watching it. I'm there from 8. Yeah,
I'm sure
8 to 11. There I am.
I'm sure in the middle of him skipping those commercials, he also skips a couple of segments too along the way.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll watch all the promos. I'll skip some of the matches if I feel they're not important.
God damn it, man.
No, I watch the whole thing front to back every week.
So then we
It's a tough life, man. It's a tough life.
Yeah, struggle is real.
After this fucking cringy ass fucking ending and this really anticlimactic sequence, which should have been big, it should have been massive. It should have been. Why not? Why shouldn't they have just combined the streak of Charlotte versus Bayley's first title win? We'll never fucking know. Why couldn't that be on the same show? Why couldn't it be at WrestleMania? Why are we doing this? Why does this have to happen right now, right here? You have no stories left for Raw.
Yeah.
Literally,
Or
zero.
no good ones, at least.
Zero stories left for Raw,
And
for
now
WrestleMania.
now you have 28 days left to build something, anything, to hold our interest, to try to keep this thing afloat. You know, like you have a month.
They're gonna blow it. They're not gonna make anything
Oh,
of
of
it.
course they are. That's the one thing that they're consistent about is fucking things up. You know?
if we
But
just
we're idiots and we keep watching. So I mean,
if we just
Jokes.
skipped the Raw stuff and just watched the SmackDown stuff, I don't even think people would care. I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I personally wouldn't give a fuck if I skipped all the Raw shit. Do I really want to watch Goldberg and fucking Lesnar? Absolutely
nobody
not.
wants to watch-
Absolutely not. But let's get to that fucking shit. Now, we get a nice video of Seth and Triple H going on about their whole segment, which had literally nothing to do with Fastlane. Nothing. This was all to promote Seth Rollins and them, I guess, filming him working out.
It's like, here's this presentation, because Raw.
This had nothing to do with the pay-per-view. It had absolutely nothing to do with anything that was pertaining to what is happening right now. All right. Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. I could sit here and not speak for about 30 seconds, and it was a lot longer than this match.
Yep.
There's a lot of things on this planet you could do to make time go by that fast. And I just don't even know what to talk about anymore. I don't even know what to say about this shit. I really don't. If there was anybody that thought Kevin Owens was going to win this match, I'm sorry.
Somebody greenlit this thing. Like, someone was coming up with this in creative. Someone wrote this and was like, you know what? This is a great idea.
Well, the problem is these fucking idiots in the crowd and that watch this show are cheering Goldberg and are like letting this happen. They cheered when he beat Lesnar. They're like, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
How much is Goldberg getting paid?
A lot of money.
Of fucking money.
Will's getting paid a lot of money
A lot of money to be the marquee on the fucking pay-per-views.
to literally do 2 moves in sequence in about 30 seconds.
This guy's got the greatest job in the world.
Every 2 months.
You know
or
what?
so.
You know what? Take a time out from shitting on this product. Good for Goldberg. You know, he really set himself up well in life.
I thought Lesnar had a good gig going with this whole like
Goldberg's got a way better. He doesn't
You want to
do
know
anything.
You want to know what's hilarious about this whole situation? I think we've spoken about this before, but I'm going to reiterate it again. These two men don't give a shit about their product itself. Don't
No,
give a
okay.
fuck about
No,
the
not at
sport.
all.
Don't give a shit about the future of
They
the
care
sport.
about a payday.
They know exactly how to be businessmen, and you know what? I don't fault them for that.
Good for them. You gotta do what you gotta do to make money.
That's totally okay. On the business side, we totally understand. And you know what? It's totally okay because this is a fucking giant. And you know what? This company needs to get fucking drained of some
I
dollars.
thought
really.
Lesnar was making money with the whole Suplex City thing, but Goldberg's coming in and doing like a fraction of the work and probably making more money than him.
Aside from the Royal Rumble, which I don't even remember him doing too much in the Rumble, how many moves has he done? Since
Goldberg's
the Royal
had
Rumble?
4 matches, including the Rumble now, right? Is that right?
No,
3?
he's yeah
3, I believe.
3. This is his 3rd match.
3rd match, including the Rumble, right?
Lesnar Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and then this
Okay.
shit.
And
So,
I'm pretty sure
So-
if you included that shove that he gave Lesnar initially that pushed him on his back, I'm pretty sure he's done all of 7 moves.
Yeah, and what? Worked for 5
Two-
minutes?
One shove and then 3
Two-
3 sets of jackhammers and spears.
So he did 5 minutes of like physical
Did he do a
activity?
jackhammer in the Rumble? Or a spear in the Rumble? Probably a spear in the
He
Rumble.
definitely did a spear in the Rumble.
What else could he do in the Rumble? Really?
He might. I'm pretty sure he did a jackhammer in the Rumble.
Okay, so aside from the Royal Rumble, this man has accomplished 2 spears and 2 jackhammers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like 5 minutes
Or
of physical
I'm sorry,
activity.
There was two spears. There was two spears in at Survivor Series, right? He hit him with two spears. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the match itself, we all knew what was gonna happen. Kevin was gonna walk around the ring. He was gonna bullshit. He was gonna kill time. Then the unthinkable happens. Chris Jericho's music goes off, and then Chris Jericho appears on the stage. And oh no, Kevin's attention is directed towards the stage. So, shades of Seth Rollins being distracted by music. And then it's over. Just like that. Before you could blink an eye. Spear, jackhammer, and your new fucking Universal Champion is now Bill Goldberg. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Now here's my question, because obviously Kev's gonna be all pissed off at Jericho for his role in this, clearly. But Kev also has a rematch clause. So, do they burn...
Oh, really? You think he's going to get a rematch?
It's built into his contract. So, do they burn his rematch on one of the four Raws in between now and Mania? Or do they set up some kind of... I don't know.
They're gonna find a way to push this rematch off, and they're gonna save it for... They're probably gonna save it for when Lesnar wins at WrestleMania.
Lesnar's definitely winning at WrestleMania. Lesnar's going to be Universal Champion.
Yeah. So they'll probably save they'll probably go back to the rematch when Lesnar wins it, because this is going to be Jericho and Owens at WrestleMania.
Then what happens to Goldberg's rematch clause?
He doesn't get one because he doesn't have a contract longer than WrestleMania.
Wow.
He's not signed anymore until after WrestleMania. I don't think so.
He'll probably hang him up. He'll probably have some retirement
just-
farewell speech in the Raw.
Then he
after.
just fades away afterwards.
That's how you retire, man, with a loss. That's how you go out. That's how you stay out.
Yep.
God damn it.
You know what? I don't know. I don't really know what to say. On one end, I wish I could uphold the prestige of the championship on Raw, but you know what? Raw doesn't even give a fuck about their own belt. So you know what? That's fine. Let Goldberg have the belt. Because really, a part-timer could do more with this belt than the actual champion that's there every fucking week. When's the last time we saw... Kevin Owens has looked serious for about a month now. And it was way too late.
Not even. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Been
wasn't
that
even a
short.
month.
Since the Jericho thing.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, gentlemen? I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about here.
No.
Yeah. This show is shit. This product is shit.
We could go
Everything is shit.
We could go on and on about Goldberg, but you know what? There's no reason to go on about this shit.
Nah.
Goldberg was gonna win no matter what. Kevin's entire run as champion was culminated in 21 seconds.
Yeah. I mean,
We knew this was happening. I wish I could have thought otherwise.
we don't have much to say. I mean, everybody is either feeling it, or if they're not, they're a fucking mark and we can't help you.
Yeah. Like I said, Raw doesn't give a fuck. WWE doesn't care about their own belt. The prestige of this belt is non-existent. And I would have cried to see what Finn Balor would have done with this belt.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well,
that
if this was
seriously.
Finn Balor, I would have been a little more fucking pissed off.
yeah.
But we will see where this fucking shit, where this shit goes. I don't even know where they're gonna go with this. We're not gonna see Goldberg for another fucking month, but who cares?
Yeah, well, we'll see him. We won't see him in the ring, but we'll see him cutting promos.
Any final thoughts, gentlemen, before we pack it in here?
No, that's about enough of that.
Yep.
Oh boy, that was Fastlane, and we will join you guys, I guess, back on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever. When are we gonna do this again, Tyson?
We'll see you guys back on Wednesday.
Yep.
Wednesday night. Wednesday night we'll be recording, so the next episode will be up on Thursday. I'm sorry. And we will make sense of all this bullshit. Until then, I've been Joey Ohana. This has been Tyson, and that's been Anthony Caruso. And Top Guys out.
Clink me.